Hey everyone, welcome back. So I have another haul video for you. This is from Rosegirls and this is my mini melters order that I placed on February 1st. I've had this order for a little over a week now and I'm just now getting around to filming it. I wasn't sure when they first announced the mini melters if I was going to place an order. They opened the ordering for them on February 1st. And I actually ended up not ordering until later that day because I was kind of going back and forth. I had already created like a wish list or whatever they call it. I can't remember if they call it, or a registry, I think. Yeah, I already created a registry for the mini melters, but I kind of wasn't 100% sure if I was going to order. And then I saw a bunch of people placing their orders, and so I kind of just broke down and did it. So I got mostly 6-ounce bags. Their mini melters come in either 6 ounces or a pound, 16 ounces. And the 6 ounces, which I will show you one, they look like this. And these are $7 and you get roughly 6 ounces. I've weighed a few of them and a lot of them are actually about 6.5 ounces. And then you can also get a pound, which I think my 1 pound bag is buried. So I'll show it to you in a minute, but it is, I believe $17 for the 1 pound, and most of their list is all just their single cents, so that the concept is that you order individual cents and then do your own blending, but it allows them to get orders out faster and for people to at least get their hands on some Rosegirls until their next custom opens. And then I'm super glad that I did place this order because I totally missed their custom opening. I had planned on ordering not a lot. I think I had 6 pies on my registry and I got called into a meeting that day and totally missed the opening. I completely forgot about it, went back to my desk, and of course it was closed. So I was bummed about that, but that is okay because they will have another opening and I got my mini melts. So I'll go ahead and jump right in. I don't have scent descriptions. Most of them are pretty self-explanatory, but I will tell you what I think of them. So I'll go ahead and start with this one. This is Swizzle Sticks, which is a pretty popular scent that you see them blending with a lot of different scents, and I thought it'd be fun to blend with this. And what I had done before I placed my order was wrote down some scent blends that I really wanted to try, and then picked like a handful of them that had some common scents within them and went ahead and ordered those. So Swizzle Sticks was one I think that was in a couple of the different scents I wanted to try. And let me open it and smell it real quick. This basically, it smells really good. It's kind of creamy and sweet. And there's a hint of kind of like a vanilla or something undertone to it. It's almost like, to me, kind of like a frosting. Like a vanilla frosting, like on a cupcake or something. So just to kind of show you, I'm not going to obviously pull out a piece of all of them because they're pretty basic in color and size and stuff. But what I am going to do is compare in size to like what you would get in a clamshell. And not that it's obviously the size of a clamshell, but, and the sizes do vary quite a bit, you know, of each little chunk. But just to kind of give people an idea. So here's a mini melt. And then there's the back of a clamshell up against it. And like thickness wise, you can see it's pretty close to the same thickness. It's a little bit thinner, but it's a pretty good size. So it's almost the equivalent of like 2 little cubes. At least this one is 2 cubes in a clamshell. So they're a pretty good size. Some are a little bit smaller, some are a little bit bigger. So depending on how many scents you want to blend together, you may need to cut these. Like if I want to blend 2 scents together, I could probably do this and another one that's about the same size. But if you want to do 3 or more, you probably need to cut them for sure in like at least half or maybe thirds. So this is a fantastic scent. I'm really glad I got that one. And I think that'll just be great for blending. I also got Wild Berry. And they're this pretty purple color. I've kind of sniffed through these a few times, and some of my family sniffed through them with me, so the bags are a little bit dirty. But this is a fantastic berry scent. What I love about it is it's that fruity wild berry scent, but without the heaviness of like a wild berry mousse. But it is sweet and delicious, so this is a fantastic scent. And it's a scent for me that I could probably melt on its own. This next one I got is peach. And you can see, look at, like, I got 2, 4, 6, 8. There's about 8 of the little chunks in here. So it's a good deal. You get a good amount for what you pay. Oh, it's a fantastic peach. I think I got this one to make Posh Pristine Peach, maybe. I can't remember. I have a list somewhere of kind of what blends I wanted to do. This next one is Watermelon Slush. And this is a fantastic watermelon. I do find that some watermelons tend to be too perfumey for me, but this is a nice, sweet, juicy watermelon. So I love this one. And I think I got this one to mix with like pomegranate, and then also to mix with lemonade, which I probably have in here somewhere. Yes, so here's pomegranate. And there's a good amount of chunks in there. I love the colors too. It's fun to see the different colors. And this is a nice sweet pomegranate. It's a little bit different than the pomegranate you get from a lot of different vendors. There's something, it's a little bit fresher and not quite as sweet. I mean, it's definitely still sweet, but the pomegranate that you get from a lot of other vendors tends to be a very, very, very like tooth aching sweet to me. This is a little bit more of a fresher pomegranate. And then I got Apple Mango Tango, and normally you guys know I never get laundry scents. If you've followed me, that's something I normally don't care for. But I cannot remember the name of their blend, but they have a scent that's Apple Mango Tango mixed with Marshmallow Smoothie. And I already have a bag of Marshmallow Smoothie Brittle from my first custom order from them. And mixed with Apple Mango Tango, I love it. It's such a unique, pretty scent. And this is not overly laundry. There's definitely that laundry note, but the apple mango in it gives it enough fruitiness and sweetness that it helps really cut through that laundry scent, so it's not overly detergent-y or whatever. So I really like that one. I'll plop that right there. I also got Honeydew, which you guys know I absolutely love Honeydew. And I got this one to mix with strawberry jam and pear because I had a muffin, a chunk muffin that I got in a D-stash that was honeydew, pear, and strawberry jam, and I absolutely loved it. So I got those 3 scents. Oh, and this is fantastic. I love their Honeydew. It's a little different than most other vendors. The Honeydew tends to vary from different vendors, but I love all of them. Some tend to be a little bit sweeter and juicier and more fruit-like. Others I find tend to be a little bit more on the like, not perfumey in a bad way, but like a feminine kind of perfumey note and not as fruity. This one seems to kind of be an equal mix of the two. I really, really love it. And I just love Honeydew in general from everyone, but that one is fantastic. Next is Cotton Candy Frosting, and I love how they did the 2 different colored chunks, the pink and the blue. And Cotton Candy Frosting, you just can't go wrong with it. And that's exactly what this smells like. Just a rich, sweet, decadent strawberry cotton candy. Oh, so good, because you definitely get the strawberry note in here. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I got Monster Cookie. And I don't know the scent description, but this smells just like a really good, rich cookie, like a baked cookie. There's a little bit of like kind of a brown sugar note to it or something. With that nice kind of baked sugar cookie. It's really good. And I got Cup of Cake, which I think is supposed to be kind of like a birthday cake type scent, but I think it's different than birthday cake. I think they have a birthday cake scent. But it smells just kind of like a vanilla cake. It's really good. Sweet, cakey, a little light on cold right now. I definitely am going to let this stuff cure at least for a month, because I do find curing is very important for Rose Girls. I got Sweet Lavender. I love lavender. Oh, and this is a great lavender. It's nice and herbal with just a hint of like a sweetness to it. But it's not overly herbal. There's a couple lavenders out there that are just very like borderline like medicinal or something, and I don't care for those. But that one is really good. And I got raspberry sauce. And this is a nice, sweet, really strong raspberry scent. It is like really, really strong on cold. And this is fantastic. There's like some tartness to it, but it's also sweet and berry-like. It's very good. Here's the strawberry jam. So you get a good amount. I'm very pleasantly surprised with how much you get in these bags. Oh, and this is just heavenly. Just a nice, rich, sweet strawberry. Oh, it's a really good strawberry. It's not overly tart. Sometimes some strawberries I get seem to be overly tart. This one's really good, nice and sweet. This is whipped cream. And I was kind of interested to see what this smelled like. It actually has, to me, on cold, a bit of kind of like a sour kind of coconut smell. Yeah, there's like a sourness to it, which I think is kind of sometimes what you get with like milk, but it doesn't smell like sour milk. It just has like a tanginess to it. And almost like a coconut vanilla like undertone. It's pretty good. I've never smelled whipped cream on its own. I can't remember what blend I wanted to make with this one, but there's like infinite possibilities of what you can do with all of these. Oh, and here's pear. And there was a time, I'm sure if you guys have been watching me for a while, you probably heard me say there was a time where I didn't think I liked pear scents, but I think it was some of the blends that they were in, because I really like pear, or maybe it just varies by vendor, but I really, really like this one. It has like a tartness and juiciness to it, and I really, like, when I sniff this, I can really get the, like, the essence of, like, a real pear. This is really good. So I haven't quite decided yet if I'm going to take these and package them into smaller bags and kind of pre-make blends that then I can just grab one and throw it in a warmer, or if I'm gonna just kind of keep them in their original bags like this and then make them as I go. I'll have to decide. Maybe I'll make up a few and see how I like that. This is Orange Revival. This is a fantastic orange. I've gotten this in other blends before from them, and it is just a nice, strong, tart orange scent. And there's also, it's also sweet. It's so good. It makes my mouth water. This is a fantastic orange. If you have not tried it, you definitely should. And their next opening, not their next opening, but Jenny put on their Facebook group that she plans on opening for mini melt orders again. I think she said in early June. They're trying to get caught up from the orders that they had before and get their sampler orders out and stuff like that. And so when they do open for mini melts, I'm really hoping that maybe they have some of the blends available that they just introduced for this last custom opening. Oh, and I meant to mention this too, but so most of all the scents when you can get the mini melts are all individual scents, but they do have 5 of their house blends available in mini melts, which you will see. I have 2 of them here. 4 of them stay the same all the time. Now they may change that down the road, but I know one of them is Streusel Chicken, and one is Strawberry Euphoria. I can't remember what the other 2 are. And then the 5th one, they said they'll rotate every month and bring in a new, like a different custom blend available in mini melts. So I'm really hoping there was like a couple of the new scents they just introduced. I'm really hoping they will bring those in as like the 5th mini melt option when they open it back up again in June, because then I would definitely go in and buy some. But so here's lemonade. So if you are interested in doing this, keep an eye out on their page. June will come quicker than we know, because that's basically just over a month away. This is a great lemonade scent. Nice and tart with a little bit of like a fizzy note to it. Really good. It almost reminds me of kind of like a lemon lime soda, just not quite as sweet. This is Royal Sugar Cookie. And from a scent description wise, I don't really know what the difference is between this and Monster Cookie. But this, when I sniff it, it actually is a much richer and sweeter sugar cookie. Oh, very good. It's very rich and sweet. It smells good enough to eat. So that's it for my small, the 6-ounce bag. So I got quite a few. And then I got 2 of the 1 pound, and one of them was the Streusel Chicken. I think I'm saying it right. And so you can see this is a pretty hefty sized bag. And let me see. So it's supposed to be a pound. I'm going to weigh it real quick just so I can tell you what it comes in at. So it's exactly a pound. It's a pound and ½ an ounce. And so this is supposed to be their like coffee cake, which doesn't have coffee in it. It's just like actual coffee cake, like the cake that you can get from like a pastry section in a grocery store. And on cold, this definitely has a pretty strong cinnamon note to it, which when I've had blends with this in it, I have not noticed that heavy of a cinnamon. And this seems to be on cold right now, pretty heavy on cinnamon. So we will see how that does when I actually melt it. I have tried the scent blended with raspberry sauce, I believe, and a couple other things, and I really, really liked it. So that I know is one of the blends I'm hoping to do. But just right now on cold, it's a little bit more cinnamony than I thought it would be. But hopefully that cinnamon gets cut a little bit once I melt it and isn't quite as strong. And then the other 1 pound bag that I got is Soothing Lavender Dreams. And this is a blend of their sweet lavender with, I think, baked zucchini bread and marshmallow smoothie. And so they're, sorry the bags are a little smudged. Oh, and this is amazing. I mean, you definitely get the sweet lavender as like the strongest note in this. And I get a little bit of a bakery note. And it just smells like a nice sweet lavender scent, but with an herbaliness to it as well, so it's not overly sweet. It's really good. I have not tried this scent before, but I knew I'd like it because I love lavender. And so this one comes in at about 1.1 ounces. So it's just over, sorry, 1.1 ounces. 1 pound, 1 ounce. If I could actually read right. So that is my mini melts order. So like I said, if you are interested in trying them out, they did just have their custom opening and that was closed. I think they were probably open for no more than a minute or so. And I know they got more orders than they had anticipated. She was trying to only take 100 and she got about 200. So she's estimating her tat to be about 8 months. So it'll be a while before they open for custom again. But if they open the mini melts in June, you can really be pretty creative and get almost everything that you would want. You just have to do your own blending. And so keep an eye out in their